Hi, this is episode 5 of GitForLaw. If we remember, we had created a very long list of parameters that could be filled in. Note that this might be the lawyer's job or it might be the business person's job to fill in many of these forms. And there's a way in Git in which you can separate those roles and have different people work on things at the same time. We'll show that in a somewhat different context, more lawyerly. So let's say that we wanted to modify something, we wanted to focus, we as lawyers wanted to focus on the remedies clause. So what we'll do here is we'll create a new file, which we'll call remedies. Again, we're putting it in G. So we'll create a new file, and we'll call this remedies, again MD, and then we will go and we'll pick up the remedies clause that from David Tollin's materials. So this is, just so you know where we are, we're in SMAC.org and we're down in David's tech contract SaaS terms of sale form, and the remedies clause, you'll see everything's all broken up here. So the remedies for service level is down here. So we'll just take this clause here, we'll copy it, and we'll put it in here. And you'll see that at first it presents in this kind of screwy way because computer code is often the lines are short. We'll see there are reasons to have lines be short. It's organized for that. But we want to wrap this, so we'll do a soft wrap like that. And once we save it as MD, it'll do that by itself. So remember, we called this thing 2.2, but why don't we call this service level remedies, like that, okay? And then I as instructor, because for the moment I'm going to pretend to be the instructor, I as instructor will, so we're creating, as they say, the remedies, like that, okay? So service level remedies. And sec here just means that it's the section. And we're going to save this to the master branch because I'm the master, I'm the teacher, and so that's what we'll do. And then we now have two files, okay? And now I will pretend to be a student. And so, as student, I will make some modifications to this, like this. Oops, didn't mean to click twice. So as student, I look at this thing and I say, I'm going to, there are a couple of these phrases here that I'm not so happy with. Shall provide the limits for any failure of the system listed in the SL. Such remedies are sole for any and recognizes and agrees, does not list a remedy, it has no remedy. Why don't we say, instead of it, why don't we say customer? Customer, and we're using little things because we want to define terms. Credits issued pursuant to the SLA apply to outstanding or future invoices only and are forfeit upon termination of this, and are forfeited upon termination. Vendor is not required to issue refunds or to make payments against such creditors, including without even after termination of this agreement. Okay, so me as student, I now are going to, so we'll call it remedies remedies, well, assignment could mean remedies homework. Why don't we call that remedies homework? And instead of saving it to the master, because I'm now not David, I'm going to create a new branch here, and I'm going to call it, I'm going to pretend to be Edward, create a new branch, Edward, like that. Okay, so I'm now going to save that. Okay, and now I can send, this isn't absolutely necessary, but I as Edward can send this thing to David. So remedies homework made it a bit more readable with double exclamation points. Okay. And then I'm going to create the pull request. So the pull request is a request to the person who has the master to please pay attention to the work that I, Edward, have done on this. So then if we go back to our master, so we'll go up here. If we go back to our master, we'll see that we've got a pull request here. So we can see we've got this pull request here on the Edward branch, you see, and we can view the pull request like this. It shows where it is, and it also shows what it is, though you'll see that it's not very helpful in the way that it shows what it is here, because it doesn't give you that fine level of redlining that you can get. We'll see that there is a tool for this which will give you that fine level, but so here all we see is the is that there was that and there is this. But let's go back. As I said, there is a tool that will show us this. But let's go back now, pretend that here we are again as the teacher, and what we've got are two branches. So we can either see the Edward branch or the master branch, and you could do that with a large number of students. So that's a first take on creating different branches. Branches could be used for this kind of educational approach, or branches could be used for releases and a number of other circumstances that are very helpful. Okay, thank you.